Well, you clicked on one of Ilanchi Mali's videos. Great. Now here's the question. Are you going to watch it, share it, like it, get pissed and cuss me out in the comments? Just make sure it's at least 7 words minimum. Are you going to support the stories? Links to do that are down below. Just don't scroll in silence. Or do scroll in silence. I really don't give a damn, because sometimes silence is louder than words. The measure of a good soul. The measure of a good soul. They do not roar to prove their worth. They listen. Storms can rage inside their chest, but they learn the language of thunder, how to steady their own sky so others may rest beneath it, because the strongest hands are the ones that cradle, not the ones that crush. When another light rises, success, beauty, or joy, they don't shrink, they rejoice. Letting their hearts swell with another's wind is their quiet rebellion against envy. In mudita, they find solace when practicality whispers someday, and sagas stay on pause for when it's safer. They know the world is waiting, not at retirement, but between commuting and bedtime. So they choose the interesting job, the spontaneous trip, the monthly dinner, the fervent risk. Because richness is earned in the doing, not deferred to a future that may never answer the phone. When the road bends into shadow and no eyes are there to witness, still their steps keep honest time. They do not change their tune to fit the crowd or the moment. Their word is a seed that grows the same in daylight or in dark. A bridge they never let collapse even when it carries only one traveler. They bend to lift what others drop, not for applause, not for trophies, but because their hands remember what it feels like to fall. They give credit freely, share the bread, pass the torch, and never measure generosity in coins or claps. They do not mistake armor for strength. Their tears are not weakness. They are rivers cutting canyons of trust. They let the ache show, and in doing so, teach others that broken does not mean buried, that admitting I hurt is the first stone laid on the road to healing. Every voice matters, the quiet ones in the back row, the trembling ones over kitchen tables. The voices crack with grief or rage. They lean close, make space, choose to hear what most ignore. They listen more than they speak, because they know silence can carry more respect than speeches. And when they stumble, as all souls do, they do not hide the shards. They gather them, they say the hard words. I was wrong, I hurt you, forgive me. They mend with patience, not excuses. They stand in the ruins of their own choices and start again, brick by brick. They also know that saying yes to everything dissolves their voice. They practice the grace of no, not cold, but clear, a boundary drawn in kindness, proof that their time, their space, and their soul are not communal property. Patience is their quiet crown. They do not rush the seed to grow, nor curse the season for its silence. They wait with steady hands, with faith that time is not a thief, but a teacher. Even in anger, they pause. Even in love, they give room. They know that what blooms too fast often withers too soon. And when the world claps for them, they bow their head. They are not statues. They are forest, deep-rooted, ever-branching, willing to shed what no longer nourishes. They release control when the outcome is not theirs to craft. They walk away from the relationships that break them, the applause that dims their truth, from comforts that box them in. They debate less and grow more. They honor the worth in their no and the peace in letting be. A good soul is no myth. It is not flawless stone or polished glass. It is scarred wood, weathered by storms, stitched with cracks where the light has learned to enter. A good soul is not a destination, it is a practice, to listen, rejoice, explore, heal, boundary, grow, and sometimes simply let go. Not perfect, not untouchable, but joyful, but rich, but grounded, but real. Chokma, my name is Changing Winds, and before anything else, I want to be clear about what I stand for. I don't support hate. I don't support racism. I don't support division. My fire is for truth, for healing, and for connection. My art and my words are born from struggle, survival, and memory, not to tear people down, but to lift people up. Sometimes I share songs or stories that mean something personal to me, even if they hit others differently. But here, everything I share is part of my story, my survival, and my voice. This space is for honesty, for lifting each other, for keeping the fire alive together. If you're here, you matter. You're part of the circle. Let's rise together.